Good afternoon, everyone. Just a little bit of a closet encouragement for you today. So, my topic, or what's been on my heart to share with everyone, definitely revolves around the positive mindset. And a lot of us are kind of seeing the hard side of that for ourselves with the COVID-19 quarantining, because it's kind of all on you. You know, whether you may be working together as a team, you and your spouse, to raise your kids and work and do things like that, but you are not spending as much time socializing and stuff. And so the things that we're thinking are totally what we're thinking. So it can really hit us hard during times like this. So about a year ago, I started more than a year ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I started really focusing on how I wanted to improve my mindset. And I was just a very weak, a very broken person that was always thinking negative thoughts about myself and about my capabilities. And about a year ago, I really saw a whole turning page with that and really just took a huge step forward. And I did go through a lot of Bluetooth headsets or earbuds or things like that, but it's been so beneficial to me. So I wanted to encourage everyone. I went like full force with what I was plugging into my mind. And what I mean by that is, I didn't necessarily sit with the Bible 24/7, nothing like that. Actually, I did do some Bible time, but a lot of it was spent listening to things on my phone. And this is how extreme I went. Every time I thought a negative thought, I would plug something positive into my mind, whether it was an audiobook, whether it was a YouTube video, whether it was listening to somebody's inspiration off of Facebook, off of Instagram, people that I followed, their podcasts. There's so many things that you can listen to from your phone. So I have some Bluetooth earbuds and I listen all the time. But about a year ago, I really realized that if I was going to stop myself from thinking the negative, weak thoughts, that I had to overcome them in my brain and kind of let what was in my ears, what was coming from my phone, be louder than the negative thoughts that were in my mind. And that may sound crazy to you, but it helped me so much when I actually made that commitment to myself that no matter what, I was going to stop the negative thoughts. Whatever it took for me to have the encouragement, the motivation, the positivity, I was going to do it. Now, I want to take you a step further. So once I started plugging the positivity in my mind, that encouragement, having that motivation to overcome my fears, once I started doing that and was really doing it, I also realized that I needed to put it to use. Whether it was sharing in my videos, whether it was sharing with my team, whether it was sharing with my family, with my kids, with my husband, whatever it was, I was taking things in, but I was also putting it out. As teachers, we know that our students learn the best whenever we teach them something, they see it, and then they do it for themselves. And that's when that learning really happens. That kinesthetic learning is, we're actually doing what we know is in our mind. And that's what I started doing, was putting it out there. Well, during this COVID-19 impact, people are doing that a lot. People are getting on Bible studies, book studies, they're Zooming. There's so much of that that's being done to put that wisdom to use. So that's what I wanted to encourage you today, was to worry about what wisdom you are putting in your ears and to utilize that and not feel bad if you're like me and literally every negative thought I would plug something positive in. When I started worrying about the mother that I was being, then I started listening to Rachel Hollis. Whenever I started, and hers, was definitely business too, but I plugged into all kinds of people. I would also choose the people that were louder than my thoughts. So I did choose people that were really great to listen to and were really strong spoken, and Rachel Hollis is. So I listened to her. From Rachel Hollis to The Rock, Grant Cardone. I listened to people that were very strong and that would be louder than my negative thoughts. Then I'll also encourage you to put that to use. Join a Bible study, join a book study. You're more than welcome to join any of ours. Reach out to me, send me a message, and I'll be glad to share with you. I have a Zoom account that I use for most everything that we lead, so I'll be glad to share that with you. And you can check out and find that information on my website, but it's just really, really been on my heart that I think sometimes we swallow in that fear and we get caught up in that and we don't take those little steps. And now more than ever, that step is so simple. You literally can push something on your phone and you can have that time to put better stuff in your mind and not let those negative thoughts overwhelm you, that anxiety, that worry. There's so many resources and avenues out there. So I really encourage you, if you want help being pointed in a direction, or maybe ask me a question or anything like that. But like I said, I also encourage you to put that to use and to join a Bible study, join a book study, start a Zoom yourself. Zoom accounts are free. There's so much of that can really help you take that next step to not sit at home during this quarantining and let fear and anxiety and worry overtake you. So I hope you enjoyed today. Subscribe, give me feedback. I don't care. I love to hear it. I can take it. I can handle anything you got. Find me at my website. It's dreamsunlimitedwithbeth.life, and you can find the Zooms, and I usually try to keep everything up to date so that way you can see the next Zooms on religion, on business, on anything like that. So reach out and I'll be glad to talk and share more, and thank you all so much. Have a blessed day. Love you all.